Hi, this is Yuri, and today we're going to be talking about diffusion and osmosis. So in this lesson, we will be able to understand what diffusion and osmosis is, know the differences between them, the different types of diffusion, and real-life examples. So starting off with diffusion, diffusion is the net movement of anything of a higher concentration to a lower concentration. So there are two types. One, active transport, and active transport is when the concentration is moved from low to high. So if you look at the picture, on the left side is low concentration, there's not a lot of particles, and on the right is high concentration where there's more particles. And because it's moving from low to high, it requires energy, in this case, ATP. And then there are two types of active transport, exocytosis and endocytosis. And these are just really simple. Exo means outside. So exocytosis is when large particles are moving out of the cell, and endo means inside. And this is when large particles are moving into the cell. And then there's passive transport, which is the complete opposite. It does not require any energy. And it's when net movement from high concentration to a low concentration. So it's the complete opposite of active transport. So some examples of diffusion in real life. Example one, when you're adding sugar to coffee or tea, the top of the drink will have a very high concentration of sugar, but slowly it will start to diffuse to other areas. And at the end, the sugar will be equally dissolved and almost moved around in the drink. Also, when you spray perfume, it's going to be highly concentrated in the area you spray the perfume, but slowly it's going to diffuse into other areas, and at the end, the whole room will smell like perfume. And example number three is when a balloon deflates, the helium will slowly diffuse out of the balloon into the environment until the balloon is completely deflated. So next is osmosis. And osmosis is the diffusion of water. So it's the net movement of specifically water, not any other liquid but water. Now there are three types of osmosis: isotonic, hypotonic, and hypertonic. So isotonic is equal movement. So there's no net movement going on because the concentration is equal in the cell and outside. So there's nothing happening. Hypotonic is when the concentration is higher outside. So the water moves into the cell and it bursts. Whereas in hypertonic, it's the complete opposite. So water moves out of the cell and it shrinks, getting really small. So just checking your understanding. This is just a mix and match activity. You will match the vocabulary with the definition. And this is just a quick quiz. What is the difference between passive and active transport? And the answer is B and D. Passive transport does not use any energy while active transport does. And D, active transport goes from low to high while passive transport goes from high to low. So this is a free response if you can think of any situation where you would see or use diffusion or osmosis. And if you enjoyed today's lesson, here are just some more videos and worksheets about osmosis and diffusion. So I really hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me at yuripark39@gmail.com. Thanks so much.